Because you can't lie, people make careers off dogging dude. Skip Bayless comes to mind. One thing Kobe said, I asked Kobe in the last interview, like out of all the negative things that were said to you, does anything stand out? Was there ever anything that you remember that was said about you that really kind of stung and hurt?
You know what's funny? All of it does.
Like, I think you guys forget sometimes that this man is human. Stephen A., you know I fuck with you, you're my dog, but I think you crossed the line, and even though you apologized today about the Kobe Memorial and the D-Wade retirement, like, that's too far, man. And you have a lot of responsibility because you know a lot of secrets in the league about a lot of different people. And that comes with a big responsibility, and you've carried it well. But I think you were out of pocket. Whether you agree or disagree with who should say what, Bron, keep doing your shit, bro. Keep talking your shit. We appreciate this. We didn't get to see the side of Kobe until later. People want to know what it's really like, and you gave them a glimpse today, man. Seeing Stephen A. sweat a little bit. He has you sweating, bro. He has you fumbling your words a little bit and out of character, and I like it. But it's the power of Bron, man.
LeBron and Bryant talk about basketball.
Can I close this segment? Can I close this segment with asking Big Perk this question? Just a yes or no answer, Perk. God rest his soul. If Kobe Bryant was still alive, would Mind Your Game, Kobe, LeBron, that would have absolutely positively been box office, must see. Would LeBron have done that podcast? I'm just asking.
Well, I don't know, but let me say.
Got it.
Let me say this.
That's just a question. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I was just asking.
I think he would, but look, let me say this,
I suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business.
Up until 6 weeks ago, the stance was, nothing but love for LeBron James. I just think he's only the second greatest player ever, and because of that, he has a problem with me. That's been the public stance. And now the guy makes fun of you on Instagram and takes a couple jokes at your expense on McAfee, and you're letting everyone know, actually, no, never liked him. Quote, he'll smile in your face and stab you in the back. That's why I don't like him. You always claimed you had no problem with LeBron. You always claimed he only had a problem with you. Was there something personal before? LeBron wouldn't talk to him. That was the problem. LeBron wouldn't talk to him or acknowledge him. And Michael Jordan texts with him. That's it. Stephen A. in real time the last 3 weeks on national television and podcast and every platform available is doing what we've all done, standing alone in the shower. Oh, I should have said this, but if I'd have said that, that might have put him over the edge. And then they might have hit me. And if they hit me, man, I'd have to hit them back. I know I'd get my ass kicked, but I'd have to hit them. Stop it, man. It's Costanza and the shrimp and the jerk store ran out of you, but in real time, in real life, against the world's most popular athlete. All he had to say was, it was communicated to me, he was really bothered by what he thought was me questioning him as a father. That was never my intention. I would never do that. And it's dead. Instead, you do half a dozen podcasts about it. You start fantasizing about, what if he had put his hands on me? It would appear we are in the midst of what the kids call a crash out.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I like what's going on right now. Two titans in the industry, Stephen A. and obviously LeBron. I love that Bron has time. 22 years in the league, 21 years in the league, however long he's been in the league, he's been getting scrutinized the whole time. And he finally came out, and it was just unfiltered, no holds barred conversation with Pat Mack, which was dope. That, like, I played against Bron for a long time, and I don't know that side of him. So as a fan, as someone who played against him, I want to know the funny side, the talk shit side of Bron. After 22 years of someone who's always just taken the high road, he was tired of it and let off a clip. Obviously, Stephen A. is the person that caught it, but it was really at all of the media. Because you can't lie, people make careers off dogging dude. Skip Bayless comes to mind. One thing Kobe said, I asked Kobe in the last interview, like out of all the negative things that were said to you, does anything stand out?
Was there ever anything that you remember that was said about you that really kind of stung and hurt? You know what's funny? All of it does.
Like, I think you guys forget sometimes that this man is human. Stephen A., you know I fuck with you, you my dog, but I think you crossed the line. And even though you apologized today about the Kobe Memorial shit, like, and the D-Wade retirement, like, that's too far, man.
The fact that you didn't attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame ceremony, and the fact that you didn't attend Kobe Bryant's memorial, which in fact he did talk about those things a year ago. Like I said, it's like he legit copy and pasted his same script, took it to First Take on TV today because he didn't have nothing else to talk about, and it caught up to him, and this is what he had to say on his public platforms, issuing out an apology. Let's check out what Stephen A. Smith said. So this is the tweet Stephen A. Smith put out right here. He said, my apologies and clarification. I misspoke in hour 1 of First Take today when I intimated that LeBron did not attend Kobe Bryant's memorial. I corrected myself in hour 2 when I acknowledged he was indeed in attendance. My mistake. Should not have even broached that subject. It was not my main point. I retract nothing else that I said. Have a nice day. And I want to show you guys what he said in hour 2 of ESPN First Take when he had to retract what he said. Let's check out that clip right here.
To the Olympics. I remember people were blowing up my phone since the first segment of the show when I talked about him at the memorial service, okay? I didn't mean to say he wasn't in the building. I was told he was in the building. You understand? But we saw a whole bunch of players out there. We didn't see him. Why? I'll let him answer that one day if he so chooses. In the end, what it comes.
So instead of him manning up and just apologizing for lying for a year straight because he just told the same lie twice and then he lied saying that, oh, you know, he hasn't talked about those things, which he did talk about it, right? But he did talk about it, got away with it, but now it bit him in the, you know what? Because now the people are now listening and watching this guy for who he is, and he had to come out and apologize, right? And then he tried to move the goalpost again. Well, everybody else was on camera, and we seen this person, we seen that person. How come we didn't see you? And that proves LeBron James' point. That's the reason why you didn't see him, because at the end of the day, you still making Kobe Bryant's memorial about LeBron James. At first, he wasn't in attendance. You told that lie for a year straight. You had Kobe Bryant fans coming at LeBron James. Everybody making all of these narratives about what Stephen A. Smith put out. He put that out there. Nobody else was doing that. He came out of nowhere with that when he was talking about LeBron James didn't attend Dwayne Wade's ceremony. This dude is just a disgusting journalist, whatever you want to call this guy. I can't even say he's a journalist. I feel like that's disrespecting real journalists. At this point, if you want to call Stephen A. Smith that, he's just an on-air personality, and that's it. And you can't take this dude word for nothing. This is the reason why Lonzo Ball called him out when he tried to say, oh, you know, my sources said that Lonzo Ball is having a hard time sitting up and standing. He can barely walk. He over-exaggerated that. Lonzo Ball came out and was like, yo, I'm fine. And then he had made that video showing that he can, in fact, stand up, sit down, jump, and all that. And then Stephen A. Smith went on his platform instead of apologizing. Remember what he did? He was like, don't make me get your doctor records and I'll expose all of that.
Someday y'all are going to learn. That's applicable to trolls. It's applicable to colleagues and contemporaries. It's applicable to players, coaches, general managers, and other executives, even owners. Like, you got to come at me. You got to be ready. Because you know at any given moment, even though I don't always choose to do so, I love the power that I have to reach out and touch somebody anytime I want to. I want to be clear about that. And I want to be clear about the fact that he had every right to come at me the way that he did. It's just that you got to be careful sometimes, bro. Sit your ass down. Come on, bro. You don't exactly have a strong case to argue with me on this. Do you want me to give the names of your doctors and the surgeries that you have had? Not going to do that. In your career, you've missed around 46 to 48% of your games. Now, if I couldn't go off camera, if I didn't want to go off camera because of the lighting in my studio here, do y'all know I can get up and sit down, get up and sit down, and get up and sit down all night long? Does that mean that I can run the hell up and down the damn court 94 feet for 30 to 35 minutes a night? Sitting poolside on a bench, getting up on one knee, you think that shows that you're healthy? You gonna call me yapping when I have all of this information in front of me? Would you like me to tell where you had surgery and exactly what date you had surgery on? Would you like me to get the names of the doctors? I do have them. I know the actual doctors that operated on you. The actual locations. Of course, I wouldn't do something like that to you, bro. I would never do something like that. That's none of my business. That's none of anybody's business. I'm just making the point. Come on, bro. And you gonna sit poolside and ask why I'm yapping and who are my sources just because you getting bouncing up and down on one knee? Really? Really?
Like, this dude got a problem, man. And I can't believe that the hatred that people have for LeBron James, that they'll come out and defend Stephen A. Smith just because they hate LeBron James. That is wild to me, man. Y'all get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on our next one, and we out, guys. Peace.